guiding values of the Indian Constitution. I started yesterday. Now, what Gandhi said, I shall strive for the Constitution which will release India from all thraldom and patronage. I shall work for an India in which the poorest shall feel that it is their country, in which whose making they have an effective voice, an India in which there shall be no high class and no lower class of people, an India which all communities shall live in perfect harmony. There can be no room in such an India for the curse of the untouchability or the curse of intoxication. Intoxication means drinks, drugs. Women will enjoy the same rights as men, and I shall be satisfied with nothing less. It means Gandhi used to say that in our constitution, everyone is equal. Everyone is equal. And everyone is equal means women will have their own say, women have their own rights, they have the same rights as other men people they have, and children will also have their rights. There will be no curse of intoxication, there will be no curse for drugs and all, and everyone will enjoy, the citizen will enjoy their rights. And he said that I shall be satisfied with nothing less, कि वो उसने कहा उन्होंने कहा कि मैं इससे कम बिल्कुल सेटिस्फाई नहीं रहूंगा। सबको सबका अधिकार मिलना चाहिए, किसी को किसी भी जाति को स्पेशल अधिकार ना मिले, राइट, वुमेन को उनका पूरा अधिकार दिया जाए, बच्चों को पूरा अधिकार दिया जाए, दिस ऑल। This dream of an India that has eliminated inequality was shared by Dr. Ambedkar, means B.R. Ambedkar, who played a key role in the making of the constitution, but he had a different understanding of how inequalities could be removed. How inequalities could be removed. Inequality को कैसे remove किया जाए, right? Basically, still we have got the inequality. I'm not saying that inequality has been removed totally. After 1947, 1950, we have the Constitution of India as being there. We are able to remove. No, we are not. Mr. Gandhi and his vision, Dr. Ambedkar, who played a key role in the making of the Constitution, but he had different understanding of how inequalities could be removed. और वो लेकिन there are another person who was the chairperson, because Gandhi was not the member of the drafting committee. So main chairman was Dr. B.R. The person who was chairman was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So he often bitterly criticized Mahatma Gandhi and his vision. He used to criticize the Gandhi, and he is critical about Gandhi. Who? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Right? In his concluding speech to the Constituent Assembly, he stated his anxiety very clearly. What do you mean by anxiety? Anxiety माने उसका डर, उनका डर क्या होता, right? क्या डर था उनका? So he was very clear, having a clear anxiety, right? The clear anxiety was डर किस चीज के ऊपर था? On the 26th of January 1950, we are going to enter a life of contradictions, right? In politics, we will have equity, and in social and economic life, we will have inequality. Social economic life में हमारे पास inequality होंगी. We will, in politics, we will be recognizing the principle of one man, one vote, and one vote on value. In our social economic life, we shall, by reason of our social economic structure, continue to deny the principle of one man, one value. How long shall we continue to live this life of contradiction? How long shall we continue to deny equality in our social and economic life? वो कहा करते थे कि जो बेसिकली जो पिछड़ा हुआ समाज है, उनकी सोशल वैल्यू और इकोनॉमिक लाइफ अच्छी नहीं है, राइट? So कितनी देर तक, वैसे कितनी देर तक ये कंटिन्यू रहेगा? How much it will be continuing? We continue to deny for long. उनको बहुत देर तक deny, उनको basically uh, in our society, let me tell you very clearly, our society was divided into 4 factors: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Shudra was basically Dalit people, and B.R. Ambedkar used to say that Dalits are absolutely poor, and how you can think that they have the value of their vote, because whenever the voting system will come, then they will be given a lot of things. Right after the vote is over, they will be denied their even personal rights. So जब तक उनको कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के हिसाब से इक्वल राइट्स नहीं मिलेंगी, तो उनकी सोशल इकोनॉमिक वैल्यू कभी पूरी नहीं हो सकती. It cannot be there. We can only in the paper it said that they have got their own social value, own economic value, economic inequality. But what we are doing to enhance the economic equality, हम उनके economic inequality को खत्म करने के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं? हम उनके economic social inequality को, economic inequality को खत्म करने के लिए क्या कर रहे हैं? He said that I'm in fear that it will be continuing for a long time. ये बहुत देर तक ऐसा ही होगा, सिर्फ कहने से कुछ नहीं होगा. So he was very critical about Gandhi. I think you understood now. If we continue to deny it for long, we will do so only by putting our political democracy in peril. यदि हम इस तरीके से उनके political rights को deny करते रहे, तो हमारी democracy खत्म हो जाएगी. He used to say. Finally, let us turn to Jawaharlal Nehru. Giving his famous speech to the Constituent Assembly on 15th of August 1947, he said, "Long years ago, we made it was very popular speech, live speech. So it is written over there. You read this one and you think what Nehru vision was according. I made two visions very clear. One was Mr. Bhimrao Ambedkar's vision, and one is Mr. Gandhi's vision. Both were contradictory to each other because our B.R. Ambedkar Sahab, he used to be very critical about Gandhi, right? Then come to the philosophy of the Constitution. This will be your homework. This will be your homework. Yeah, this one, the Tasked with Destiny. Its name is Tasked with Destiny, and by Jawaharlal Nehru. You read this one, and there could be a question from this side also. Then now philosophy, Darshan Shastra, philosophy of the Constitution. हमारी philosophy Constitution के बारे में की philosophy क्या कहती है? Let's start with this one today. Now, values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle and were in turn nurtured by it formed the foundation for India's democracy. These values are embedded in the preamble of the Indian Constitution. देखिए, values, हर एक की जिंदगी की एक value होती है. Every life has its own value. You have some certain principles in your life. आपके कुछ सिद्धांत होंगे, अपने सिद्धांत. Now you are in 9th standard. Maybe slow and steadily you change many principles of your life. But now today you said that I want to be the best, right? I want to help the people. I want to study, right? I want to get good job so that I can also help other people also who are in need. Always be helpful to the needy people. So it could be many principles of yours. काफी सिद्धांत होंगे आपके, बिकॉज आप दिन ब दिन बड़े होते जा रहे हो, तो सिद्धांत भी आपके बड़े होते जाएंगे, राइट? सो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का भी एक सिद्धांत है, और इन आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का एक सिद्धांत था. व्हाट इज दैट? दैट इज द डेमोक्रेसी एंड सेकुलरिज्म. डेमोक्रेसी एंड सेकुलरिज्म, right? So let's see what happens to a philosophy of the Constitution. Values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle and were in turn nurtured by it, form the foundation for India's democracy. मैंने अभी आपको कहा दो है हमारी main principle. One is democracy, second is secularism. Right? So, हम ना basically, let me tell you one thing. We were being slave for by the five major countries. Portugal came, Dutch came, then Britishers came, Mughals came, right? And French people also there. So five major countries. They plundered us, they looted us, and we fought for our freedom. Centuries after centuries. Then those values on which we fought our
Deepak sir, you are not audible. Deepak sir, please unmute yourself and your screen.
okay, friends. Now, task with destiny, and after that, you know, we the people of India. Then we said, then the philosophy of the constitution, right? I was saying some disturbance was there. They guide all articles of Indian constitution. It formed the foundation of India's democracy, right? We fought for the freedom, and these values are embedded in the preamble of the Indian constitution. They guided all the articles of the Indian constitution. The constitution began with a short of statement of its basic values. We have got some basic values. This is called the preamble to the constitution, taking inspiration from the American model. Basically, our preamble was from American model. So what do you mean by preamble? Preamble is the introduction of the constitution, in which the guidelines are there. The guidelines are there in our preamble, right? In the preamble, we have got the guidelines, and in that guidelines, preamble is the introduction of any type of book. Suppose you have the book, and in the part, पुनीत को पूछ, मेरी आवाज आ रही है, प्लीज पूछ ले पुनीत को, अरे तेरी इससे पूछ ले यार, हाँ पुनीत को पूछ, हाँ पुनीत को
Deepak
पूछ,
sir,
मेरी
you are
आवाज आ रही है, अब
audible.
मुझे
Please,
बता.
please.
Constitution has its own value, and the constitution begins with a short statement of basic values. This is called the preamble to the constitution. Taking inspiration from the American model, most countries in the contemporary world have chosen to begin with the constitution with the preamble. So preamble is basically introductory part. We the people of India means हम भारत के लोग. We the people. We the people of India. It is written here. Here it is. We the people of India. The constitution has been drawn and enacted by the people through their representative and not handed down to them by a king or any outside power. Means we the people of India accepted that India will be a democratic country. India will be a democratic country. India will be a free country. India will be a sovereign country. India will be a socialist country. India will be a secular country. And India will be a republic country. India name is very big, as India is a big country, India name is also big. We the people of India having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and the integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, the 26th of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves to this Constitution. और इस Constitution को हम अपना सर्वस्व देते हैं. Right? So, let us read the preamble of our Constitution very carefully and understand the meaning of each key words. Sovereign. I told you, we the people of India, हम देते हैं अपने आप को, हम समर्पित करते हैं अपने आप को, हम भारत के लोग समर्पित करते हैं अपने आप को, किसको? Constitution को. Next, we have got the sovereign. People have supreme right to make decisions on internal as well as external matters. No external powers can dictate the government of India. Sovereign, हम सार्वभौम हैं हम. We are absolutely powerful according to our own country. No one is allowed to attack on our country. If somebody attack on our country by any means, we will give them befitting reply. No one can dictate us on external or internal matters from outside the country. No external power can dictate the government of India. We are absolutely sovereign. We will take decision for ourselves. No one can take decision for ourselves. Why for? Because earlier French people used to do, French kingdom used to do, Britishers used to do, Mughal used to do, Portuguese used to do, Dutch people used to do it. No, not now. We are absolutely free and independent, democratic, sovereign country. Then socialist. Yeah, socialist. So sovereign, I repeat again, people have supreme right to make decision on internal. People, here the people have the right. People means by the people, for the people, of the people. People have their right to make decision on internal as well as external matters. Internal and external matters हमारी है. Just for example, your home is there. Your home is a sovereign home. How can a third person can dictate you, dictate your guidelines? Right? What should guidance you have? How can he dictate? An unknown person, can he dictate you? No, you cannot. He cannot. He cannot. Because you are sovereign person. Right? So sovereignty is there. So India is a sovereign country. Next we have the socialist one. Next part, socialist. Here it is socialist. Wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by society. You please put your concentration on this sentence. Your concentration required in this sentence. Wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by society. Means society का जो पैसा है, गवर्नमेंट का जो पैसा है, ये सब हर कोई शेयर करेगा. Everyone will share this. This money is not individual of anyone. This money is not individual of anyone. It will be shared by everyone. It will be shared by everyone. So government should regulate the ownership of land and industry to reduce socio-economic inequality. जितने भी socio-economic inequality है, right? Whatever socio-economic inequalities are there, government will try its best to reduce that. देखिए एक बात बताऊं, छोटी सी एक बात आपको अब बहुत क्लियर हो जाएगी. सोशलिज्म के ऊपर ही कम्युनिज्म है. कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी, सीपीआई, सीपीएम, माओवादी, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया, रशियन पार्ट, right? Russian Revolution. Then Lenin was there, Marx was there. You got it? Then China is a communist country. China is a socialist country. What socialist country means? Socialist means they are from the society, right? And society's wealth, whatever they generate, that will be equally divided. That will be equally divided between the people of that particular country. So we said India is a socialist country. Also, for us, the poor people, the poor man and rich man should be on equal foot, right? And government should give everything, whatever he's going to the poor, rich. The same thing is for the poor, right? So the wealth of the government should be equally divided. And गवर्नमेंट को चाहिए, गवर्नमेंट ट्राई करेगी कि सोसाइटी के अंदर इनइक्वालिटीज जो हैं, सोसाइटी के अंदर जितने भी इनइक्वालिटीज हैं, इनको खत्म किया जाए. दैट इज सोशलिज्म. देन सेकुलर. I think it's clear for you. Wealth is generated socially and should be shared equally by society. Government should regulate the ownership of land and industry. Reduce socio-economic inequalities. Jada se jada industries, it should be maximum industry should be, the industrial power should be there. There should be industrial power. Why? Because lot of people can be employed in a particular industry. Employment could be generated. When employment will be generated, social inequality will be finished, because the person will have the money to purchase some basic things for his or her family. Right? Inequality will be gone. Right? And Constitution gave him fundamental rights. So 6 fundamental rights he is having, 6 fundamental rights a rich person is having. So they are equal. So government should maintain equality, and they always discourage inequality. Always discourage inequality. Now I think it's clear for you. So I have done we the people of India. I have done sovereign. I have done socialist. Now, if the time allows me, I will go for the secular. Secularism means we have no religion. State have no religion. State is not having any religion. Nor Hindu, nor Muslim, nor Sikh, no Isai. It is equal. It is equal. Rest, right? Citizens have complete freedom to follow any religion, but there is no official religion. I told you just now, government treats all religious beliefs and practices with equal respect. With all equal respect, we will respect every citizen, every religion. Next part, right? We will meet again on Monday. Till then, take care and have a nice time. Thank you.